Hey everybody, how's it going? This is me again doing another practice video, I guess, in some sense. Mainly just because my webcam officially died. Unfortunately, it's a really good webcam. I did get it at a discount, but unfortunately, like anytime I refresh or I guess restart my computer, it doesn't recognize it. So I have to uninstall, reinstall, and then eventually I have to I get one shot at the razor, what you call it, synapses to actually affect the the I was about to say aperture. Can't affect the aperture on this one. Just brightness, contrast, sharpness, things of that nature. But then I get one shot, and then it never wants to connect again, and then I have to essentially deactivate it to reactivate it to even use it on stream. So it's kind of complicated. So I think I'm going to officially retire it. Unfortunately, it's one of the better webcams I've had in a very long time. This one, and then I had a Logitech one, the C920, something like that. That ended up dying before this one, and then this one ended up dying. So unfortunately, webcams so far have not had the best track record. But yeah, so with in light of that, that's why we're trying this setup. This setup is actually kind of weird, so I'm actually going a little old school in the sense of I'm actually recording my audio through Audacity. You old schoolers, if you know what that is, man, that's probably like a blast from the past because there's so many different programs now, and a lot of them are paid. Audacity is still free, so it's mainly the reason why I'm using that. But then the camera, as you can see, probably way better quality than my webcam because it's actually from a cell phone. Cell phone is actually not my iPhone. This is still my I guess personal phone for like work and such. No, this one is actually, I guess you could say, my burner phone, quote unquote, that I had a free upgrade for. So I ended up getting a flip phone, one of the Motorola ones, the Razors. And with this one, it actually has a viewfinder when it's actually closed. So I'm actually recording in its closed mode, and I can actually see myself, which has always been the biggest problem when I'm recording. I typically look at the screens, like just making sure I look okay, that I look in frame and all that. So it's definitely interesting finally being able to see me directly at me where the camera is. So it's kind of a new process for me. So bear with me. We'll see how this goes. But overall, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. And it's funny because I'm sure other people that have been in my situation have done this, especially as of late. If I don't have bullet points, because I don't usually script my stuff out, I've been trying to figure out how to do more scripted stuff to make things a little bit more aligned, more structured, not just rambling off in tangents. But I typically at least have bullet points of topics that I want to talk about and just kind of follow that. But this one's just kind of like off the cuff, more just trying to get it out. Like I haven't even done my hair. I just got out of the shower. It's like, you know what? Just go ahead and test this out real quick. Just my randomness. I don't know. Sometimes I think I have ADHD. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, so we're trying this out. Some topics that I want to talk about, and they're not going to be very in depth or anything like that. So feel free if you want to click off the video. You're more welcome to now. But oh yeah, Super Bowl, horrible. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. No, it's been very interesting to see just the reaction. You know, Kansas City's a new dynasty, yada yada yada. But what's been really interesting to see is all the memes that have come from it. Specifically, if you did not watch the Nickelodeon version of that game, you saw the inferior version of that game, which I think is fantastically hilarious. So there's that. Oh, the fact that, I'm doing this new recording setup instead of going to buy a new webcam is I've spent a little too much money on Pokemon cards in the last week. I've spent probably over like $200. So, yeah, great financial choices. Yeah, great, fantastic. Realistically, it's not that I'm spending money. Well, I am spending money I don't have, but I'm also getting my tax return. Tax return, yay! It's fairly big, being in the big CO. We had our state ones be big for everybody. Apparently, I'm not entirely sure why, but also I don't care. I get more money back because my federal was fuck all. Was barely enough to cover the charge of doing my taxes. But the CO, the state tax return, actually was pretty decent. So it's like I was spending money I didn't have, but I had the money, just don't have it yet. Because for some reason they're not looking at the tax returns for state, at least in my state, until February 15th, which at this point is in like 2 days. So it'll be coming, but yeah, definitely. I spent a lot of money on Pokemon cards, partially because of nostalgia. Grew up with Pokemon cards. Obviously, parents wouldn't buy them for me all the time, so it's one of those like I have adult money now, so I could buy my own freaking Pokemon cards. But it's also the fact that it's a nice feeling. And sometimes I feel like I was like, it's gambling. If I have a vice, it's gambling, man. Like I can't do Overwatch anymore because of those loot boxes. Great, I know they don't really do loot boxes anymore, but it's bad. It's bad. So, but I think I've gotten my fill for a while. I again, well, okay. I technically have one more tin that I have to pick up from the store that I did a buy online pickup in store order. Besides that, I'll be good. I'll be good for a while. So other than that, no. I mean, we're still working on the new channel. Streaming has been kind of iffy, just because I wanted to get some graphics done and up and running by now. It's already mid-February, and then apparently the artist that ended up trying to commission just didn't work out, unfortunately. So is what it is. At this point, I may just go really, really old school and just try to make my own. Thing about it is though, it's things are so different from when I did internet content back in the early 2010s, where you could buy Photoshop for like, yes, an absorbent amount, or there was like a free trial. Now, if you don't like have the subscription service or whatever, it's just so. So I could subscribe for a month, try to make something happen, just at least make a logo. But besides that, again, this is why you're seeing on this channel me trying to practice my commentary a little bit better and just trying to figure out the recording setup, man. Like, I know I haven't done content in a while, but I think a lot of it is because there's always been another problem, another hurdle, something to go on. First, it was my laptop just not doing great with editing. Then it was like lighting. Then it was microphone. Because this microphone, again, it's really old, 2010s, but it's the only one that's actually given me decent quality and has lasted. Like, technically, again, the metal inside the filter is technically peeling off. That's why I have the extra filter. But besides that, like it still works versus some of these other microphones. They have shorts in them. The quality's just atrocious. Bleh. So then has upgraded my desktop, and then now it's the camera and all that. So hopefully after this, it'll be the final thing I really need to get down, and now we could just start pumping out content because I have to work on my again scripting / bulleting. So. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this really boring video. Really had nothing to say here, just more of a test. So thank you for tuning in if you're still randomly watching for some reason. And then, I don't know, I may drop a sneaky link, not like that, but a link of like, hey, here's my new channel if you want to follow me. But a lot of people, if you do still watch me, you probably still talk to me in some sense. So you probably already know what my new channel is anyway. So, but yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye.